Good evening, wrestling fans, and welcome to a brand new episode of Squared Circle Society. I am Daniel Shine. Joining me is producer Todd Loya.
What's up? We're straight out the box. I already botched tonight.
You already botched?
Yeah,
No
you didn't
music?
see it during the countdown.
Oh, I didn't hear the music. I thought that was it.
Well,
Oh, well, shit. Did I double botch?
you double
You
botched.
should have heard music, whatever. We're testing this shit out. Oh, well.
Oh, well, screw it. It doesn't matter.
Pugs Dread, what's up?
Pug- There
Yeah.
you go. There you go. So, yeah, we're still getting used to the new gimmick, but that's okay. Squared Circle Society, man, we have we had a show during the
Yes.
post-apocalyptic era?
That's
Yeah, our
when I
last-
started joining regularly, but then we got kind of fed up with wrestling as a whole.
Our
Still watching
last,
it, just hate watching.
yeah. Except for Dan. Although Dan went on
lost-
hiatus too. He
I
lost,
lost
his smile.
my smile the first couple months. You
Our
lost
last-
your smile for a while, though.
Yeah. Yeah, they wouldn't let fans back in. Well, not all of them. Our last show was actually a review. Our last show was for the Vampiro documentary.
Oh, that's true. Yeah,
That's
yeah.
right.
So our first non.
Well, I could look up the date if you really want me to. But since we have a limited amount of time, why don't you talk
Yeah.
about what you want to talk about, Pug?
We'll get
Dan?
right into it. So we're just coming fresh off the Royal Rumble, and we'll get right into it.
Kane's back.
I know you loved it when he got tossed out by Damian.
Oh, fuck John Rancourt. That guy sucks.
I like Damian Priest. I think his work recently has been pretty good.
He is. Look, I don't wrestle, but I'm just telling you, when I watch him, I'm bored. He's sloppy. He thinks he's bigger than he is. Hopefully, he gets better. But as of right now, he made a forever enemy by eliminating my dude Kane. Fuck him.
Well, I mean, old man Kane at this point, though. I mean, come on.
Oh, so I think
my love for Kane doesn't stop when he stops being a wrestler, sir.
So you voted for him if you were in Tennessee?
If I live there, yes. And when he makes his presidential run, I will join the campaign. I'm dead serious.
you know Dan will vote for him anyway, no matter what.
Yeah, look at him.
Not necessarily.
Liar.
Bullshit.
He could go up against The Rock. I'm not necessarily going to vote for him, but we'll go.
Well, that's the only person that the only person Dan would vote above Kane is if it was The Rock. If it's somebody who's more over than Kane, that's it.
What if it's Rock as president, Kane as VP?
I could come up.
American's awesome.
Who?
Well, fuck that. Let's
President
start talking about-
Vince?
You got him fantasy booking his co-president. No, just
President
Dan,
Vince gets him
shut
away
up, Dan.
from
You know we
WWE.
have limited time, so talk about what you want to talk to, not your stupid ass fantasy booking.
Well, I'm still going to fantasy book. All right, so it all kicked
And
off.
that's
with-
why we don't do this show regularly anymore because I can't deal with Dan.
it
Less than
all
3
kicked-
minutes in, Todd's already yelling at him.
I'm trying. It all started off with the women's tag team titles. Not a
Dan
big
doesn't
deal.
get the hour part. Why don't we just talk about shit of note instead of going over the card from top to bottom?
Well, there is some note there. I don't
Yeah.
understand why
the
Charlotte.
titles
No.
did change. So
Yeah, I don't understand why Charlotte and Asuka ever had those belts to begin with. That was dumb. It actually seemed like they finally got some momentum going with Asuka and Lana. As little as I like Lana, then it's like you get this random. The tag titles have to be on real tag teams. WWE's got to stop this because it's getting.
It's
Well,
never going to happen, Dan. Just
I-
get used to it. I mean,
I-
seriously.
I do think they set up a future feud with Jack saying that Tamina was family, and then eliminating her, and also eliminating Naomi, who was also technically family. So now they're going to have a family feud at an upcoming show.
Probably, but still, that's Tamina.
I understand. Dude, Tamina and Jax need to look. I hope they can pay their bills, but they're unsafe. They need to not work.
Let's start with the Rumbles and then work backwards because if we run out of time, we don't want to not talk about the Rumble.
Sure. All right. Well, we'll do the women's rumble first. Oh man, I popped so hard for Victoria. That was my girl in the Attitude Era. I think best worker of the Attitude Era for the
Gross.
ladies. Oh come on, dude, she was better. Lita, Trish, they wouldn't be a big deal now.
they weren't to me back then. I'm good for girls, but I whatever. I wanted fucking I'm the one who I wanted to win did win, but I was wishy-washy as soon as Liv and Alexa Bliss came in because you know how I feel about those. I think they're amazing, especially Bliss. But I like Bianca. I think she's awesome. Still new, Todd. I know you don't really give a shit about her, but
No.
she's really good, and she's only gonna get better.
Oh, I think she and Sasha have card stealing potential at
Car
Mania.
stealing potential, Dan? Jesus.
Card. CARD. Yeah, fuck. I think that has,
both really.
and I think Bailey's going to be added because it's WrestleMania and we always get multiple.
So we're gonna get the people of color version of the one they already had headline with the 3 white ladies. Cool.
Basically, yes.
2021.
I think it has the potential.
So
to
still
be
no
even
love
better.
for Asuka, which is horseshit.
Yeah, I mean, it's like you
Outwork
forget
all these fucking bitches.
You forget that she's got the belt. Like it's so weird with her. I mean, it's like shit. I think like Zelina Vega was the last actual feud she had. I mean, singles.
I got
feud.
her.
Yeah. Don't ask for that health insurance. But yeah, they managed to get a few surprises we haven't seen yet, which surprises have kind of all been done for the women for the most part. I mean, there's not a whole lot left. Jillian Hall, that was kind of fun seeing her again. I wish she had the thing though. They should have incorporated Boogie
Told
Man.
you, the thing lives over here now.
Yeah, I liked seeing her again. I mean, she was never like a favorite per se, but she played a good annoying heel.
So all these hints though that were like, here comes Becky, here comes Ronda, here comes Trish Stratus. It was all bullshit.
Yeah, they really didn't. Even
Or the Bella Twins, and for that matter.
No.
yeah,
I'm fine without all of them.
Like we got Santana Garrett. Even a lot of notable NXT ladies weren't in it this time.
Well, last year we had the biggest surprise ever that will never be topped in a women's rumble.
Amen, brother. Santina Morella.
There you go. Never be
One.
topped.
I was shocked they did it in the modern 2020. I mean,
Bunch of babies.
My biggest disappointment though is when Ric Flair's music hit and we didn't get to see him chop some titties.
Honestly, I'm with that. I don't care. I just want to see his old ass.
I agree, but if you actually thought he was going to wrestle, Dan, your hat's a little too tight.
I didn't, but I can hope he didn't have to take a bump. He could have come in and just chopped some titties.
No, because here's the thing, Dan. If Flair was going to be in the women's rumble, he would get in there and kiss every woman in it, which might be problematic in 2021.
Now, are you saying to spread the virus or because it's a little sexist? Or both?
Because that's what Flair would do. Maybe a little of both.
He's a gambling man. Keep showing up, even though it's dangerous for his kind. I wonder if he got vaccinated. Whatever it is, Flair, you're the man.
Well, he's over 65, so he's it's very possible.
Well, this is a flesh wound horror reference, but Robert Englund got vaccinated, so I'm sure Flair's been hooked up. So,
he's also over 65 too, Dan. There's no hooking up anymore. Anyone over 65 in California can get it.
Oh, well, I'm sure Rick's got it. Hopefully.
What about Mia Yim catching the fucking virus? And like,
watch your words.
I don't want to be a dick, but she ruined my boy Keith Lee's chance to get in the Rumble. Or it could have been vice versa. I don't know, but I care more about Keith Lee. So I was a little bummed out about that.
He had an off chance of winning it. I don't know if they would have, but
not.
Should have. Not impossible.
Maybe next year.
He probably would have had a really dominating.
That's actually better if he wins next year. Give him a little bit more time.
Yeah, but it would have been funny though, because the one year that the Asian people won, this year would have been like the black people winning. That would have been hilarious for me. They're just people.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting. Well, we'll finish the women's first, but Bianca deserved it. I mean, she had the most momentum. I would have liked to have seen Rhea, but I mean, didn't have the same.
Your girl Rhea will probably win Money in the Bank now. I think I was telling Todd off air. I'm like, whoever doesn't win the Rumble should get the Money in the Banks to have a chance for that because it's the only proper thing to do.
They better have good picks for Money in the Bank, or they need to scrap that pay-per-view. I'm burned out on the briefcase.
I wish they would bring it back to WrestleMania, like have that being one of the matches on WrestleMania.
Yeah, I mean, WrestleMania, they always do multi-man matches that mean nothing. So put the Money in the Bank on Mania. That's where it should be.
It's the whole issue of, but we want to have, a pay-per-view for each thing. Like Royal Rumble is not during WrestleMania. It's during Royal Rumble. Money in the Bank is no longer in there. It's, it's the same thing, which is dumb. It's like, why do we need a Hell in a Cell pay-per-view? Just use it when we need it.
We need to get rid of Hell in a Cell. We need to get rid of Money in the Bank, just like they got rid of King of the Ring, which is dumb because that should still be a thing.
You know what they'll just do? You're going to get the greatest Hell in a Cell, the greatest.
That's okay. They mean nothing.
That is true. So congrats to Bianca. I think that's going to be a spectacular match. I'm
still mad about the India show. We didn't get Curry Man.
Yeah.
They had some monsters there. I was kind of expecting maybe they'd put like one guy in the Rumble.
What's that match call you came up with? They should have had that as the main event. The Punjabi
prison match. Yeah.
They didn't have that as the main?
Right? Dumb.
Did Kali even come out?
He did a thank you for, he told everybody thank you in whatever language they speak over there.
Oh, okay.
But they kind of set up a feud between Drew and
Jinder.
So even if he was speaking English, they would have still needed to subtitle him. You can never understand that.
He may have been speaking English. I do not know.
They could,
but hey, he speaks 2 languages. I barely speak one, so
this is true.
Dan, only one of his languages count. Don't try to count the other one.
I think Jinder might end up being like a fast lane opponent that Drew can run through. Possibly, I could see them doing that. We got 2 more pay-per-views. I don't know why they don't know. Yeah, Elimination Chamber and Fastlane. So, guys are going to have something to do.
WrestleMania is in April this year, right?
Yeah, they pushed it back like 3 weeks, I think.
Why even have a fucking Fastlane? That's stupid.
They could easily eliminate Fastlane. But I don't know. They still do.
I think they pushed it WrestleMania back a few weeks ago with the whole Peacock deal.
Or and also because that's the first event they want to allow fans back in. So
yeah,
I guess
I don't know if this is official, but I heard 25,000 is kind of what they're shooting for each day. So
WWE will get it.
Probably. It's Florida.
Yeah.
They'll get it.
That's the way they're going to set their attendance record this year because they set one every year. So this year it'll be the largest attendance in the middle of a pandemic. I guarantee it's going to happen.
Screw you, NFL.
But whatever the number is that day, that's the number they're going to go with. What is
how
NFL?
many people are the Super Bowl allowing?
I mean, I would assume about the same because it's also in Florida. So
no, but that one they have less. I know there's it's like 10,000 more. I want to say they're 15.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's next week, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck the Bucks. Go Chiefs.
I don't care either way. I don't have money on it, so I don't care about football. But...
Well, I have a pool, but I just fuck Tom Brady.
And
you know what? More importantly, fuck Gronk. One, he screwed over WWE, and a few years ago, he cost me a couple $100. Fuck you.
There you go.
Okay, here we go. I just got you the numbers. It is 2,200 fans, which would make sense why WWE would do 2,500.
So 25,000 is what
25.
I heard.
Sorry, 22,000 is what. 22,000 is what Super Bowl is doing. So
Super Bowl's a super spreader, right on.
And then we have Spreader Mania.
Yeah, I respect that one.
That sounds like an Extreme Associates title, though.
Ooh, that should come back.
Governor Ron, I want 90,000. Let's fill up the parking lot. Get those numbers up.
So should we talk about Goldberg and Drew?
Yes.
Since that we can cover that faster than the fucking match, which is shocking.
Yeah, technically, because the bell didn't ring.
13 minutes to get to the fucking ring. You're not Undertaker. You're not allowed to do that. Just throw your fucking bald ass up, get there. Drew, come out, bring your stupid sword down, do your finishers, and leave.
What is left for Goldberg now? I mean, what is left to do with him? Just book him at the Saudi shows.
He's the last person they have with star power they can actually get to work.
Yeah. Well, they're going to start going to celebrities. That's going to be the new thing.
No,
I am glad
AEW thing.
I am glad Drew won the match. I would have been really pissed. I was upset he's in the match to begin with, Goldberg, but like it's cool that he put Drew over because not that he needs it, but Drew earned that shit. He's been a really good champion during this whole bullshit, and that's fucking hard to do with just screens or no audience and then screens of audiences. He's awesome,
and it's hard.
We don't want this reign to go down as Big Daddy Cool's reign.
It's hard to judge too. I mean, I think he'd be getting pretty big pops overall. I mean, other than the random Orton loss, I mean, he's done quite a job in the worst time to possibly try and carry the company. I was really worried too. I mean, it made no sense for Goldberg to get a win here, but
does it ever make sense for him to fucking win?
Hey, the Fiend, that's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, the Fiend was ridiculous.
Dude, I still remember being at work and listening to most of the show up until that match. And then when I'm like, I knew what was going to happen, but I still, like, my coworkers ended up coming to check on me because I was yelling. I'm like, are you fucking serious? This is horse shit.
I was texting you when it happened. And then I remember Todd, I think, took a screen cap. You tagged WWE, you are dumb. I think if I recall.
I don't know if I did, but yeah, it sounds right.
So hey, I guess for a Goldberg match, it wasn't that bad. I mean, it was the typical false finish. I mean, it was just
false start too. I thought that was pretty cool though. I'm like, okay, if this is how they're gonna destroy Drew's run, at least he's getting his ass kicked outside, and then he has a hard time. I think it would have been smarter for Goldberg to work heel, like full blown. Like, I'm glad you're all booing me. You guys suck anyways. But whatever. It was fine. I was shocked how entertained I was because usually during Goldberg matches, I'm just like staring at my brain the entire time because my eyes are so far back.
I thought I was really surprised we didn't get Miz and Morrison because I figured they'd send out a couple bodies to just get destroyed. Especially, I thought, oh, okay, Drew's going to be on the outside. Miz and Morrison somehow come out and just get. I think that's the best Goldberg match right now. I mean,
Goldberg versus Miz and Morrison. That's not
bad. Or just Miz. I mean, either way. I mean, Miz can take a loss. It's big enough. I mean,
but I want to see Goldberg spear Morrison. You know how hard that motherfucker will sell for him.
You might as well just do a hand. They lose nonstop in handicap matches, so it works. No complaints there. You can't really expect much more out of Goldberg, so that works. So I will put somebody I've made fun of in the past, and I don't have a lot to say about the match, but I will say Carmella has gotten a lot. She's improved a lot. I can't really make fun of her again. I mean, I'm not a fan. I actually like Reginald, though. I like their act together. I don't want to see them with the belt, but I kind of do. No complaints there.
I really didn't give a shit about that match. I like Sasha's entrance because when she hangs off the rope and does her bullshit and the fireworks screen back, it's like HBK. So that's pretty cool. The match was fine. Piss break, if you will, but I know that Sasha is capable of more. So hopefully, they'll do more. And yeah, Carmella has gotten better, but I'm still just like whatever about it.
Yeah, no, but it was a pretty solid match. Again, it's with Sasha, so she's pretty good at carrying people. But yeah, no, looks like Sasha Bianca has a lot of potential. I'm excited actually for that match. So all right, so moving on to the men's Rumble, which Carlito, did you guys pop? He's been eating more roids than apples, though. Jesus
Those
Christ.
apples are injected with steroids for God.
No wellness in Puerto Rico. So don't be surprised. His daddy covered up some shit, so which is probably why I don't like him.
That makes sense.
You didn't like him back in the day?
I never really did, but it's always been his father's connection.
You know what? I actually always start off really liking Carlito, and then it wears off real fast.
When he first debuted, I can co-sign that.
Yeah. You know who you remind me of? Carlito Montana. So I think that also might be your problem, Todd. If you're gonna do it, fucking do it.
That's true. Well, then it basically is just Razor Ramon, because he was always like the fake Razor, like not Ray Bolger fake Razor, but.
No, I popped for Carlito. I thought that was cool. And then I jokingly said Christian was kind of come out and save Edge, and holy shit. No way.
I popped for that.
And he wasn't cleared to take bumps that last time. He had that non-match with Orton. So now I'm like, well, shit, Christian maybe at Mania too. You know, I don't know what they do with him exactly, but yeah. I hope Vince didn't tell him he still hated him before he came out.
It was never that he hated him. It was that he hated his face.
Even better.
I get it. I hate Dan's face, but I don't hate him.
Shut up.
All the time.
Right. There's a beautiful face underneath this beautiful beard. So anyways. But yeah, no, I thought I wasn't I knew Edge was a possibility. I didn't think he was necessarily going to actually win the Rumble. I'm okay with it. I mean, Daniel Bryan, I think, is probably still going to have, I don't know. Who does Edge challenge? Edge challenge? I mean,
I'm thinking Roman for now. Okay. Spear versus Spear. But I don't know. And then he could do Drew, but so Claymore versus Spear. Or they could have a new champion by the time we get there.
Yeah, you got the Chamber.
So I don't know. I'm glad Daniel Bryan didn't win. I'm all for yes, but like I don't want him to win the Rumble. Yeah. There was no one really in particular this year I wanted to win the Rumble, which is weird for me because usually I'm like I cared more about the female winner than I did this one. I just wanted it to be a fun match, and for the most part, it wasn't the match of the night for me though, but it was very fun.
Okay, this is one thing I've been talking about. I don't even know if I talked to you guys about it, but I think this year's they were okay Rumbles. They weren't like great, but these are also the first Rumbles with a lack of Patterson input.
Yeah, that is true. So, yeah,
even when he stopped, he kept coming back to the Rumble.
I believe they always like talk to him about the Rumbles. That's what was speculated or
not to be too dismissive of his input, but like by now you should be able to do a fucking Rumble with
now they should be able to book a wrestling show, but they can't.
I guess.
I was a little surprised. I mean, granted, we already got several Patterson tributes, but that they didn't do something, at the show. Yeah, I kind of expected there to be some sort of. At
a certain point, Patterson suggested putting like a trophy cup for each Rumble winner. I thought maybe this year they might include that this time, but fuck him.
Not a bad idea. I'll tell you though, and again, he's one guy that's getting killed not having fans, but Owens after that last man standing match, if he had limped out at the end somehow and won it,
that's what I would have popped fucking hard.
Dude, totally down to see he and Roman do something else. I know that's probably the end of their feud, but man, I'd be good seeing it again.
I would too, but awesome. Let's save that for after the men's Rumble. Shit, I forgot what I was gonna say. Balls.
You hate Dan's face too?
Shut up, Todd.
I'm not too thrilled with it.
Bad Bunny, was that where you were going to go? Oh, he started to slip off that rope, and I would have loved it if he faced.
That would have been funny. I do like Bad Bunny, but had he gotten hurt on the show, it would have been amazing. Fuck John Redcorn. He saved him. Hurricane was a waste of a fucking entry.
Yeah, I mean, of course, again, there's certain people they couldn't maybe bring in or wouldn't come in, but yeah, we've seen Hurricane a lot. I feel like they could have done. I don't know, give it to an NXT guy or whatever, but almost.
Oh, that was one of my favorite spots in the whole Rumble match. We fucking just took down Big E.
And I
On the
like just
outside.
throwing him out on the other side and his reaction to
Oh,
it.
the Braun. Yeah, that's funny. Oh, so I'm in a fantasy book. I'm telling you right now, there's going to be a Strowman and Nick reunion at WrestleMania, and they're going to take on AJ and Omos.
Hey, if it's like AEW, you can have Nick, I don't know, choke out Strowman or choke out Amos. I don't know. Yeah, you know they're gonna do that again someday. They're just waiting for him to like hit a certain age that he can
Get
take
older.
bumps.
Well, whose son was that again?
One of the referees.
John Cohn's son, I believe. I think
Okay.
I think Cohn's, but yeah, one of the referees' kids. Yeah, you could have made him a guest. I would have taken him over Hurricane. Have him come out and like try and
No,
like, turn
don't
on
make it
would.
worse.
He could have took Dominic's place.
You
That
know what I
sucks.
think's hilarious? Dan thinks, if he was able to book, he'd have this awesome hardcore wrestling company. But all he ever wants to do is corny shit.
I do not like Corey. That's why I can't want
All you ever
AEW.
book is corny shit. You're like, we do this. Oh, it'd be awesome. It's always fucking dumb, corny shit.
You can have
That's like bringing out the little fucking kid again. Dumb, corny shit.
not if you do it right.
No, you're always going to be dumb, corny shit, Dan, and that's what you don't get. So continue with the match, and I shouldn't have said anything about your stupid booking.
You have Strowman just throw him out, like make it look like a
Don't make me
mannequin.
mute
Like
you, Dan. Move on before I mute you.
God damn it! I'm stifling
The
my
Messiah.
feelings. Oh
Yes.
yeah. Not a match really set up for him there.
Dude, had he come back, had he made his return with the burn it down, and he came out and he should have been like a good guy, I would have been like, okay, well, that's who's going to Mania up against Roman. I figured they'd save this for a little bit, but fuck it. But we came out with his stupid Messiah music, and I'm like, okay, well, you're gonna float around for a little bit.
Yeah, I don't know. I could have seen that. I guess I would have more likely if he won. I was like, well, maybe he's Drew's opponent, but again, we've seen that. So, yeah, I mean, overall, I mean, there were a lot of scenarios going in. I'm okay with Edge getting it. I don't think he should be the one though to end Roman's title reign right now because goddamn, Roman's never been better.
I do have one beef, and I love Ricochet, but he lost that match to AJ Styles. How the fuck did he get in here? Did I miss something on main event? Like,
what I don't get is why you have like only what that was like only the one qualifying match. I mean,
no, they had like 3, and it was all with AJ. But so they cleared that up on one of the shows. I forgot. Adam Pearce said it's like certain wrestlers have been granted the ability to qualify themselves in the match. Other wrestlers don't have that, and that's when you have to have a match for it.
What did Hurricane do? I mean, where's the logic there then?
Yeah, me.
I don't know. WWE's not good at yeah, I think they should just whoever's in it is in it sort of deal. But yeah, no, I'm okay with it. I'm excited.
Were you okay with Randy hanging out in the back while this old man's out there fucking sweating his ass off, working hard? And then boom, I come in about to win, and they give us a little switcheroo.
I'll tell you, it's Orton. It's always a possibility that he could have won that match. I mean, not that it makes any sense, not that it's going to get anybody excited, but I was a little.
I was so irritated. I'm like, are you fucking serious? He doesn't need it.
I was starting to think, shit, maybe they're going to have him win it, then put the belt on Fiend at some point at maybe the Chamber and just do their match for the title. But I don't know. Again, I don't think that needs a title. So
the Fiend needs to stay away from the main belt for a little longer.
I don't think he needs it at all, really. I mean,
he doesn't, but he needs to be away from it for at least another 6-7 months.
Yeah, no, I agree. So moving on from the Rumble, which I'm assuming was your show stealer, Pugs, because it was for me. And that was the last man standing match.
Yes, that was
so good.
I had a blast watching that, and I knew it was gonna be good. I didn't, because like, Owens, he's not afraid to jump off of anything, and Roman's doing the fucking best thing he's ever done in his entire career. Yeah, there was like 3 spots where I fucking died. One laughing was the go-kart.
Yeah.
Fucking amazing. I'm laughing my ass off. The other one that cracked me up was the referee into the light, because Roman, for no reason, just yelling like he's Rambo, was like, ah. And then my third was Kevin Owens doing the swanton off of the
forklift.
The forklift, yeah. Thank you. That camera angle they had, fucking perfect. That match was fun.
Oh, it was. It really was, and I agree. I actually thought it would have been a funny ending if just Heyman couldn't get the cuffs off, and he just
yeah, that would have been freaking hilarious.
Oh man, yeah. I hope they have something good for Owens come Mania, because
Todd, you're on share screen if you're unaware.
Yeah, I know. I don't.
Yeah,
we're still figuring this shit out.
There was legit a different stream where something inappropriate, not us, but somebody else, where something inappropriate came up. So
nice.
That's why we don't stream from Dan's computer.
Just well, anyway. No, that's true. I'll give you that one.
Have his dark web tabs open.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think you can be on the dark web and the normal web at the same time.
You know better than us.
I do. I'm the tech guy, so yeah.
Oh,
yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah, no, I don't know what you do next for Owens, though, and he's the guy that I'm like most into right now.
What I hope doesn't happen is that he gets mad at himself for losing, and then like he becomes heel again, because right now he's the best babyface or tweener, I guess, that we have.
He's such a good heel too, though. So
he's good at everything. This man can put everything work. Like go after Big E. Oh fuck, he can't do that. He's a fucking face too. I don't know. I don't know, but he deserves all the fucking praise in the world, because dude, when he kissed his fucking grandparents' initials and he pointed up, I'm like, oh, this is awesome. And then Roman talking shit to the heavens.
Yeah,
that was awesome.
Oh yeah, there were a couple subtle moments in that match if you watch it carefully. I can't remember what he said. He's like, it's like, you're weak, just like your grandpa.
Yeah, something. It wasn't subtle. They literally turned up the house mic to make sure you heard it.
Oh, there were a couple other things though. That match was,
and they were turning up the audio quite a bit. They made sure you could hear stuff clearly.
Well, I had a good time with that. I kept thinking they were going to do the halftime heat finish where somebody was going to get pinned under the forklift. The second I saw that, I was like, oh, fuck, that's how it's going to end.
You were in all fuck with that? I was like, this is awesome. I want Owens to run him over. Like, that's how much I'm mad at him right now.
Oh, yeah, no, they out AEW'd AEW.
Oh, completely.
It was just like a horror movie moment when somebody gets like pancaked by like a truck. It was just like boom.
I think even you said like Roman no-sold the shield like breaking in his face.
Oh yeah, yeah. He picked up that like little notepad, kind of the slapstick moment of the night.
That was so good.
Maybe they can. I mean, we've seen it a lot, but I don't know. Maybe they can do Owens Zayn first singles match at Mania. I mean, Zayn's having a pretty solid heel run right now, so I wouldn't be against it.
I'm also surprised no Usos. Was there a stipulation where they couldn't have anyone ringside, or because like there shouldn't be any rules in the last man standing?
Dude, Jey Uso was announced for the Rumble, so I mean,
I wonder if he got the fucking COVID.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, because that didn't make any sense.
Well, then wait, which one's that?
Jay's the one with Roman.
No, I understand that, but I mean, is that what's her name?
No, that's Jimmy.
Okay.
Yeah,
and where's Apollo Crews?
Yeah, that's another one that didn't make it. Looked like they were setting up an IC triple threat. So all of a sudden he disappeared too. He was never announced.
He was also like hanging around Roman. I like that, by the way. I think he's perfect for it.
Yeah, he'd be a
Apollo
good
can't.
henchman.
Yeah, because Apollo can't get himself over. But if he has Roman talking for him, and he has Paul Heyman talking for him, and you're that talented in the ring, yeah, you'll be fine.
It's a good spot. Get him in some tag. He's got the in-ring, but man, he sucks on the mic. He's so bad.
He's Bobby Lashley, his first run in WWE. I didn't give zero shits about him at all.
I would not even say he's at that level though.
Look at Lashley now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I fucking hated Lashley for years.
Burnt Lesnar.
Damn.
But yeah.
Yeah,
that's insulting to Brock. He doesn't have anywhere near the MMA record.
It's a good match though if they did Brock again. I mean, it doesn't hurt anybody. Maybe it'll actually be competitive. But
you mean Brock and Roman, or
no, Brock and Lashley.
Oh, yeah.
I disagree. I don't see there's not an upside for
either one of them.
For Lashley, really. Well, he's the. I mean,
I don't think they'll be trying to make Lashley happy.
Yeah, that's the problem. There's no real upside for him.
Well, hey, who would have thought MVP would be so,
a year later,
2001? Yeah. Maybe that'll happen for Carlito.
I'm pretty sure that was
he's gonna put over fucking house party.
I don't know, dude. When he showed up and Vince got a look at him, I think he
look at you now.
Can you pass a wellness, kid?
Give me a month, maybe.
He's gonna come back looking like his father.
Braden Walker 2.0.
It'd be funny. He has razors in his apple. It's just...
He's used to locker rooms like that, though.
Yeah,
you know, it would have been funny, like if he would have attacked Biggie and Kofi, not Kofi. Why Kofi too? But Xavier's closed. Dan, you would have got kind of what you wanted.
Okay, I hate the fantasy book, but now I kind of wish Carlito would have stabbed fucking
Luke Harper.
No, the other one.
Damn.
Eric Rowan? Brody Lee.
I know. Oh Jesus, I can't. Well, that would have been Well,
on the nose.
I was saying, fuck. How come I can't think of the big dumb fuck?
Almost.
There's a lot of big dumb.
Oh, John Redcorn, Damian Priest.
From the. Oh my god, I'm having such fucking brain fart.
I was gonna say there's a lot of big dumb.
Number 30. Strowman. Jesus.
Strowman. Oh, okay.
I fucking killed my fucking joke at this point because I couldn't remember Braun Strowman's fucking name.
Yeah, I was expecting Strowman to do a little bit more, honestly, too.
I can't believe they let him come back on Friday. How stupid. Like, you can't wait 2 fucking days?
No, see, I forgot to watch SmackDown, so it worked out for me.
He was the very last one to come out. That main event was fun. It was ridiculous. Started off as a 1-on-1, then it turned into a 3-on-3, and then it was a 4-on whatever. And then after the match, then he comes out and just destroys everybody. Dumb. Like, it was dumb, but it was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't understand why they just do weird things. Like, why would you announce number 1 and 2 when you don't need to? Because that's part of the thrill, and I know they did that on Backstage. But let's be real, not many people watch Backstage. But then again, that word does get out because of it.
Yeah, your social media stuff, like, oh, did you see Natty's number 30? That means
if they would have announced it during the Cruiserweight show, no one would know.
How does it help that you're actually trying to draw people into Backstage by doing Tamina versus Natalia? I mean,
wait, did they have a match on it?
Yeah, they did. I mean,
and it was Tamina versus Natalia. Yeah.
I mean, you're competing for number 30, and neither one of them's got a chance of winning. So
did Renee and Paige call the match?
No, they were watching in the shadows with Booker T.
Yeah,
it was recorded when, like, Monday, Friday.
Okay, well, I didn't know. So I didn't know who called it. So I thought that'd just be funny if it was Renee.
No, unfortunately, not. I was a little surprised, the being that they put over Booker so much on that show that Booker didn't come out afterwards after Bad
Bunny.
Yeah, I was like, well, he's got to be coming out next to eliminate Miz
Well,
and Morrison.
that could be a feud too. Oh, there it is. Goldberg and Booker T versus Miz and Morrison.
Team WCW
with Bad Bunny doing his song again as they make the original entrance.
Can you do a better song this time?
Yeah, I wasn't that impressed, dude. I know
He has better material, but like
that's what I've heard.
Fit. Yeah,
Okay.
I like Bad Bunny. I think he's pretty badass.
Yeah, I would have liked him more if he broke a leg. Which he
I mean,
almost
I like
did.
him, but I would be all over the moon if that happened. Look at that.
Well, and then maybe it would teach those non-wrestlers to stay out of a ring.
Oh, yeah, that would have been so funny. There were some nasty apron bumps, mostly involving Rhea Ripley.
Dude, I was like, is she gonna be the next Nia Jax and start hurting people? Fuck, those were nasty.
She's got a long way to go, though, to hit Nia Jax level.
Yeah.
That joke slam. So anyways, do we have any closing thoughts before we wrap?
I got none. I just if you're not watching the pay-per-view yet, make sure you watch the Last Man Standing match. That was fucking outstanding.
It was.
Yeah, that's the highlight of my night. The Royal Rumble was a cherry on top, but like I didn't give a shit who won, so I was playing with house money.
Show was fun. They didn't do anything too stupid, so
I'm surprised Dan didn't ask me, considering he put it in the description.
Oh, you took your smile back?
Yeah. Well, this is the first full show I've watched since what was Survivor Series. What was December?
TLC.
Survivor Series November. Yeah.
Okay, so I think I watched TLC. I might have fast forwarded through that. This is the first show I didn't.
You got a half smile. You got a grin. Maybe.
There was one good match. The Rumbles were fun, but not as fun as they've been. The women's Rumble, I would say, was better.
Yeah, I overall I had a good time.
But
yeah,
I'm not saying I can't wait till WrestleMania, especially when you said we got 2 more of these shows.
I still treat WrestleMania like a fucking holiday, so I still can't wait. I may be disappointed, but who cares? I have something to look forward to for the time being.
It'll be better than last year.
Last year was awesome.
Yeah, I like last year.
That last year was just depressing. There's like it felt.
That was because you were depressed, Dan.
I had a good time with it. I enjoyed it. That was something everybody needed, and like it was still brand new. They came out and they entertained the troops. Us being the troops right now, but
I think Dan was full on Fat Crow at that point, so that makes sense.
That is true. That is true.
Okay. See, you had other factors chiming in, so.
But nonetheless, at least we'll have people. I've always said the first show with a crowd back is gonna feel pretty good. Like it'll feel like
the first show with the Thunderdome felt fucking very good.
Thunderdome has helped absolutely. It at least in your head it feels like people are there.
Even though they're milking the shit out of that shit.
If the first show back sucks, I'm gonna laugh my fucking ass off.
Dude, honestly, I don't think it would have met. You could do
it matters.
Baron Corbin versus Dominic in an Iron Man match, and I will still be happy.
I would check out.
I would go Tommy Dreamer on the announce team if that shit. Everybody gets.
Can you imagine if that happened and
with my UEW shirt
on? young Pugs just sitting there on his couch, just he's hardcore. He's hardcore.
I would have bought up all the Tommy Dreamer shirts before they go away.
Unless you got pulled the same night.
Can you imagine Jim Ross just sitting there with Heyman face down on the table and getting the in his ear from Vince, the show must go on.
It would have been even better if it was on the droopy side. It's like
he's sitting there wide-eyed. They're like putting Heyman in the meat wagon.
For those of you listening live, I'd like to apologize for these comments made by these two.
We're gentlemen. Live,
pal. Yeah.
Boomer sooner. They're putting Heyman in like a garbage bag.
Bring out the Undertaker.
We are a classy podcast.
Hey, we made it this long before we got super inappropriate. So
I know, like 45 minutes roughly without being too inappropriate. So I think that's pretty good. It's a new year. It's a new squared circle society.
it's a new day. Yes, it is. So Todd, before we head out, are you going to continue watching Raw regularly, or are you going to go back to fast forwarding?
I don't. It's going to take me a minute to not fast forward through it, but I'm going to keep up.
Okay, because like I fast forward through a lot, and
I've been watching the Hulu version, of Raw because it's quicker, and they already cut out the stuff that tells me isn't important. Like I told,
you didn't even know Retribution was around.
That tells me how important they are. They haven't been on the Hulu version in like a month and a half. It's like, oh shit, they're still around.
Hey, come on, T-Bar is the man. He's the social media.
He is killing it on Twitter. I'll give him that.
Give him the microphone. Yeah, he's pretty fucking good.
So anyways, guys, be sure to like, share, and subscribe here on YouTube. It really helps out the channel, and we appreciate it very, very much. Also Patreon at patreon.com/fleshwoundfeatures.
And as you can see right here, you can follow us on all those bullshits right there, our social media stuff. So please and thank you.
Absolutely.
Tell them about the Patreon, Dan.
I did. Patreon.com/fleshwoundfeatures. It all starts at $1, and you get.
What do they get?
They get a lot of uncensored, naughty shit, and right. We've got a lot of content up there. So get on it. Good night.
I'll see you in Disneyland.
See, that's what we were trying to avoid.